guys? Welcome to Cut to the Chase podcast. Another episode. We're already laughing, so you know it's going to be a fun episode. Cut to the Chase podcast. Thank you again for tuning in. Please, again, guys, subscribe, like, and share. We are on. We are on all podcast platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, everywhere you can get podcasts. This podcast is available. You know what it is? I just have to slow down and let my brain catch up to my mouth. Okay? I talk too fast, and then the brain is behind. It's kind of like the tortoise and the hare. You know what I'm saying? I have to match. I have to bring the brain with the mouth. My ass hurts, guys. Like, I'm not even kidding around. Like, my ass hurts. And like, it's been going on for a month, and I need someone to talk about this with. So we're just going to get right into it. I don't know if you guys ever had this. I have this issue. I think I'm losing meat cheeks. Like, what I'm saying is, like, I think because I've been losing weight, like, I've been losing meat on my ass. So every time I sit down now, like, I'm sore, like, right on the tailbone, like, right on, like, the tailbone. And every time I get up, I'm so much in pain. So someone was saying, like, I might have pulled a muscle or something like that. I don't know if you guys ever had that happen to you. I need some help. So please DM me on how to, fix my tailbone. Because I never had this happen to me before. Because when I used to actually have extra meat cheeks, like when I had, like, you know what I'm saying? Like extra. I don't. What is a meat cheek? Like your cheeks on your, like your, like, butt cheeks. Like your butt cheeks. Like your meat cheeks. So, like, I don't have, like, I've lost weight. So I don't have ass. Like, I don't have it, like, you know what I mean? So it's not giving me cushion on the seat. So when I'm sitting down, I'm just getting, like I have a fitness booty now, which is great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never had that, like, a fitness booty where you fit in a nice tapered jogger. Like just pretend like right now my ass, before my ass was like it was like a black ass. You know, like black asses, like it's black. That's number one for sure. And it's like rounded, fit, you know, fitness booty shit. You know, now it's like a fitness booty. Before I used to have like actual cheeks, and I used to like sit and it'd be no problem. Weight distribution was fine. Never had an issue getting up. My lower back was fine. Now it's like I'm getting up with like problems now. So I think my meat, I don't have enough meat. That's what I'm thinking. So I don't know, Nicky.
Are you okay? Is everything all right with you?
It hurts. It's been bothering me. I don't know, and I need to get it out. I haven't told nobody.
Do you stretch?
I don't stretch enough.
Okay.
You think that's the problem?
Yeah. You're getting at that age where, like, mentally you don't think you need to stretch, but physically you need to stretch.
I don't stretch as much as I should. So, okay, maybe that's the problem. But the thing is, like, how can stretching affect the tailbone?
Well, see, it's not the bone. Like, bones are attached to muscle. So it's all kind of linked up, and inevitably it's all linked up.
All right.
Which, if you asked a doctor, I don't think he would use the word linked up. But I think it's interconnected.
Interconnected, for sure. Yeah. That doctor, if he said linked up, he probably got his degree from Howard. His medical degree from Howard University.
There's 2 degrees on the wall. One's from Hampton and one's from Howard.
That guy who says linked up is from an HBCU. He got a double degree. Doctors who say linked up definitely went to an HBCU and have Wu-Tang in the Rolodex at some point.
Okay, Mr. Abel, yeah, I'm going to actually send you out to Wanda in the front. If you want to just, we'll set a time for us to link up and talk about your follow-up appointment.
Okay.
Interesting.
But the thing is, if I told a doctor that's like that said linked up, he would definitely know like what meat cheeks. If I said meat cheeks, he definitely would know what I'm talking about.
Depends on the doctor.
Depends on the doctor. You're right. I think I heard it in jiu-jitsu. I heard it in jiu-jitsu because I've been, jiu-jitsu is not I haven't talked about jiu-jitsu like extensively on this podcast, but yeah, I think I might have heard it in jiu-jitsu, rolling, and I don't know. But you're right. I probably need to stretch more. I need to incorporate stretching more, which is funny because my friend, every time that I hang out with her, I'm always stretching, and she gets annoyed. She's like, "What do you?" She's like, "You're always stretching."
People that get annoyed at other people stretching. What the fuck?
She's annoyed because like as she's talking, I'm like moving around.
Oh, okay.
And I'm on her floor, like just doing the stretching the butterfly.
Of course you are.
Because I'm moving. I think it's I can't wait. I can't hold it.
You most certainly could hold it. I'm sure.
You think it's inappropriate? You think it's inappropriate to stretch at someone's house?
Yeah. Yeah. Who's the person? Is it a friend?
My friend, yeah, we're friends. We became like a couple of years. We hang out a lot. We're cool. I go to her house. We smoke some devil's lettuce. We chill. You know what I mean?
I just kicked the camera. Sorry. I honestly, I don't think you should do anything at anybody else's house that you can do comfortably at your house.
I stretch all the time at my house comfortably.
Exactly. So leave it there. You do it there. You don't need to do it.
You're right. I probably should leave that at home.
I mean, what kind of stretches are you doing? You stretching your groin out? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going.
Do you make?
I'm doing the whole.
Do you make noise when you stretch?
No, but I breathe very, very, very You ever been at like sitting at the ocean and the rocks hit like the waves hit the rocks? So it just comes in like spurts, like it's high tide waves. My breath's coming like only at like high tide waves.
Actually, that's the correct way to breathe.
The only thing is I don't breathe. Like I don't breathe in. It just comes out. Like there's no new oxygen coming into my body. It's just like whatever's inside, like all my anxiety and like depression and like whatever it is, it just.
Yeah, that's better than most people though, because most people don't breathe the right way.
Bro, Tibetan breathing, I'm on it. You ever heard of it? Mm-hmm. Tibetan breathing? Mm-hmm. It's like a certain like
pranayama breathing exercises.
Whoa. What the fuck did you just say to me? What the wait. Don't you ever come back with a polyamorous breathing? What did you say?
So pranayama breathing exercise is an ancient breathing technique that originates from yoga practices in India. It involves controlling your breath in different styles and lengths.
All right. I mean,
you are doing it, technically. You're doing pranayama. A version of it.
Definitely a version of it. I don't think I was actually doing the exact way of what that was defined by. You know what it is? My life replicates polyamorous stretching. Was it what? How do you say it again? Poly what?
I don't think it's polyamorous stretching.
What is it again?
Plyometrics.
That's what it's called?
I don't know what kind of stretching you're referring to.
What did you just say? What's the word that you just...
Pranayama.
Pranayama.
Yeah.
That's Latin. I was saying the Latin version. I was obviously saying the Latin version of that fucking stretching thing that you came... First of all, you threw that out the chamber, no safety.
Arm hurts, yeah, from throwing that at you.
I gotta stretch more, you're right. Gotta drink more water. I've been drinking more water. Mm-hmm. I've been really, since our very first episode last year, drink water. I listened to that like a couple weeks ago. I was like, I've been fucking shitty on that. I've been drinking a lot of water lately. It's a lot of water. It's a lot of work to drink water, dude. You got to remember. Mm-hmm. Like I don't have you guys know, I don't, memory. It's not happening. You got to remember to drink water. Like I have a hard time remembering. You got a Yeti. I'm looking at your Yeti. First of all, your Yeti, the color of it matches your camouflage tote bag, your J. Crew tote bag.
Why'd you say J. Crew? Now the fan base is going to know that I have a J. Crew. Now they're going to establish bias and assumptions based on my tote bag. Is it bad enough that I have a tote bag and that it's J. Crew, or like does it not really matter?
I don't even think I think they already knew. Like I think they knew.
Yeah.
Like just
I sound like I have a tote bag.
You sound like you have a camouflage tote bag from J. Crew with a matching camouflage Yeti cup.
Yeah.
Okay. And another tote bag also.
You just saw that. I saw you scan the room,
Yeah.
and I was hoping you didn't see the second one. It's my backup.
Your backup tote.
Yeah.
Dude, any guy that has a backup tote bag means business, dude.
Yeah.
You're fucking, you know what it is with you? You mean business, dude. Like, it's like when it's time to go, you mean business. But you have a way of meaning business without being an asshole. I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you got, because there's guys that can they can pick one or the other on how to be in order to get shit done. It's tough though, but you mastered it. I think you've mastered it pretty well.
Yeah,
I just want to say I'm giving you credit.
Appreciate that.
I'm giving you credit.
It's all about the thing that you put it in. It's all about, like, for me, for water. Oh boy, pause.
Please, can you clarify what you mean by that? You're coming in hot. You're coming in hot.
No. The water is like you want to like buy something fun to put it in, like buy a cool water bottle.
That's what it is.
You need because everything's driven by consumerism.
You know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a place online. You know those places you could just go on Instagram and all these like companies, small businesses who have companies. People are doing like customizations and things like that. Maybe I'll do like a customized water bottle. You know? You know what I saw? I sent it to you. How'd you like it? Customized ice cubes. Did you see that?
You sent that to me?
No, that was I know I sent you the scents, the hotel collections.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Chase sent me a Scott Disick endorsed product that very wannabe affluent people will put in their home so that it smells like the St. Regis Hotel. And I may or may not be putting an order in for one of those this weekend. It smells good.
I was going through Instagram and I was like, how, it just came up and I was like, yo, I think neighborhoods would like this.
See, that's what I'm talking about though. So like these are little improvements to help you get to the end destination of being healthy along the way. You find these little tiny things like a nice little water bottle. Now you want to drink water. Right. Because your fucking water bottle is
right.
Is
you
fire.
You invested in
yeah.
it. You be economically and spiritually.
You're at work, people walk by and they go, Chase, is that a nickel plated water bottle? Yeah.
Merch idea. Coca Panda water bottles, thermos.
Yeah. Did the people out there know what Coca Panda means?
You know what it is? I don't think marketing is my strong suit. I don't think marketing.
You have like inside things and you think in your head, and then you say them without the setup or the context of
it's not
that.
Good. It's not good.
What is Coco Panda for people that are listening?
So Coco Panda. I'm glad you asked. By the way,
I hate that hand clap, but go ahead.
Coco Panda. Coco Panda is basically a name that I created for the wintertime only. Because it only comes out during the winter. So, I have a little bit of salt and pepper, so I got a little gray here. I was a little bit more rounder back then, so I kind of looked like a panda. I rolled around a lot. Cuddly.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Yeah, so I'm, for the winter. Now in the summertime, I switch it up to Coco Caliente.
Got it. Because I was confused.
Fuego. Huepa.
Sure. Okay.
Caliente. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think the people, I think they get it now.
Good.
Okay. So when you see a panda, because your logo is kind of a panda, that's kind of what we're thinking about
mixing the black and whites of everything.
So that it's a cuddly, but it's still a bear.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Nicky Neighborhoods. I didn't think this through all the way yet.
Yeah,
as you can probably tell, but
that's what I'm getting. That's what I think the people listening are getting.
Support me, please.
Why am I buying a $10 panda shirt?
because it supports.
They won't be $10. They'll be $25.
They'll be definitely more than $25 for sure. Because I'm making it home in America.
Bingo.
Yeah.
There it is. Getting used to the new set. It's getting there. What do you think of the set?
I like it, man. Yeah, representing. We're it's good. It's coming together. We got a nice rug now. Nice. We got another chair, which is dope. I'm sure we're gonna be having some guests up in here soon. Lighting is good. I told you here, the studio feels like it does feel like a yoga place. Like I'm coming in it's calm.
Yeah.
It's not like a typical studio. Your studio is not like there's not chaos.
Yeah.
There's no savagery. It's like, there's
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, by the way,
just like my breathing.
Speaking of, it's a pranayama vibe in here.
It's definitely a polyamor vibe.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I watched a couple minutes of the High Noon podcast.
The podcast, yes.
Yeah.
A couple minutes?
I did.
Only a couple minutes.
Yeah, I don't really get too deep into other podcasts. I like Mason.
It could get a lot.
Yeah, I like Mason. I wanted to just kind of hear you guys talk for a little bit. I appreciate the shout out. You don't even remember that you shouted me out. Okay, that's wonderful. Well, you did, and it was really great because I was on, I think, one of the very early episodes when he hosted it with Andrew Vickers.
Yeah, okay.
A
now I
long
remember.
time ago,
He
like
did
a
say,
year
because he was on his
ago or two.
podcast. He said,
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave you a shout out.
We did a recap. We did an Austin recap. You said you liked it, but I actually listened to it last week. It was good.
Yeah. It was fun. I mean, I haven't been on a podcast in a while.
That's a more I would say, were you relaxed in that studio and that setup? Yeah, but it's a different vibe.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own, vibe, studio makeup, that. It was good.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people there.
That looked fun. I watched that
Mason's
shit
a
and I'm
savage.
like, damn, I wish I was there. It looked so much fun.
Yeah, Mason's makes it fun and interesting and comfortable. Shout out to Mason Smith. If you guys follow him on Instagram. Really funny cat down in Austin, Texas. So thank you for listening a few minutes of the podcast. Appreciate that. I'm actually going on. I'm going right back out, man. I'm going fucking California this week.
Yeah, you're going to you visited New York too. I want to definitely talk about California, but I think you go to New York as well.
I did. I just came back from New York. I was out there this past weekend. It was good. Cold, bro. It was part of that cold.
Yeah, last week was freezing. It was like 2 weeks ago, I think. But yeah, it was because when this gets put out, it'll probably be 2 weeks ago. But yeah, it was.
Was it like -7, 10,
I
whatever?
think it was -10 here.
Yeah. What'd you do? You stayed in?
No,
you went out.
I walked.
Of course.
Not gonna fuck it. You know what it is? The Boston in me is like, I want to go for a walk. I'm gonna go for a walk. But I had to bundle up like a little kid in a snowsuit.
Oh, so you bundled up?
Yeah.
You get hot though. You don't want to bundle up too much. You get overheated.
You know me well. Then you get frustrated and you get restricted and you're like closed and it's not fun. Did you wear a snowsuit as a kid?
Never. My dad said it was gay.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
I didn't believe him, but I had to follow the rules in my dad's house. So
yeah, there's definitely some snowsuits that have that vibe. My parents, I had some friends that had some pretty electric snowsuits.
yeah, they were. We came from a different country. We don't have snow in Africa. He said, "Why am I wrapping up my boy?"
Yeah,
and that he was. I'm not fault. I mean, he didn't know.
Yeah, I think I was wearing the snowsuit though. That if you were to have a snowsuit, I think we would have had the same snowsuit. It was it was a one piece.
Oh yeah,
brown.
Yeah. Oh God, it was.
The brand Dickies.
No. My brown was even worse. My brown was like refugee brown.
It's a darker brown than the lighter,
from the Salvation Army. That someone's elderly, passed it in, and it was like their grandchildren's in 1967. You know?
Someone worked a job. Someone had a career in that snowsuit.
Oh, it was made by not even like an actual realtor, like a clothing company. It was made by like I don't know. What's the
Like a government sponsored entity.
Oh, it was made by Westinghouse Company, and they make electronics. And
It's made by Raycon.
Yeah, it was made by an electronics company, and it was, they had money to like invest in like an apparel part division, and they just rolled out a bunch of fucking snowsuits. That's what I got.
Yeah.
That's just it was caca brown. Yeah. Just refugee. Just give them anything. Okay, any color. There was a lot of mixing of colors. Like we took anything at that. When we came here, man, it was just like whatever.
Yeah,
whatever it took.
Yeah, you don't really think about it at that point.
Our
It doesn't matter.
Our sheets didn't match at all.
Yeah.
Like things that we were talking about, your place, your wife's decorating your place now. You was telling me that she wants like a certain aesthetic. Things have to match. When you're coming from nothing, man, you're taking anything you can get.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah, you're matching oranges with browns with whatever. Why did I say oranges? That's not even a color. Is it no, it is a color. Orange is a color.
Yeah.
But in my head, I was thinking
color
actual
orange.
oranges.
Wow. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So what did you do in New York besides peyote?
So I went to New York City. The thing is with New York, I drove down. I actually was going to fly.
Saw that.
Yeah, I was going to fly. Flights down to New York are cheap. First class, like $100, $120.
But yeah,
I almost pulled the trigger.
I knew it.
Just to fucking but I wouldn't see if you take a first class, you're an asshole. If you take a first class flight from Boston to New York City, if your flight is 35 minutes of airtime and you take first class, you are a poser and you are an asshole.
You can tell because it's a small plane. You're paying like $100 more than a regular seat, and it's a small 2-aisle plane. It's not even the real first class.
Oh yeah, dude. If I bought a first class ticket from Boston to New York City, I would have definitely have met my I don't know. I would have met like my old high school coach on it or something. Yeah. Like, there's no reason I should
They would have been lying. Like, we're going on a recruiting trip. You're like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. You're not going to Saskatchewan University.
SUNY Purchase.
Can I tell you a story of a recruitment trip story?
Yeah.
So I'd never been to Maine before. I only been to Maine one time. Mm-hmm. The state of Maine, by the way. I was like 17. I was getting, I was getting looked at some schools, some small schools, whatever. University of Maine, right? They came. They were like, "Hey, come up and we'll send." Well, I was with a bunch of guys. They were recruiting us. Some guys from New York, some guys from Mass. They told us to all come up. We went up there. It was during the winter time. The next day it snowed. We didn't leave for 3 days. Now, the coach was pissed because he looks at his assistant coach, was like, why in the world will you bring a bunch of black kids who've never fucking been to Maine in the middle of winter? You should have brought him in the spring and summer, you stupid idiot.
Now, that's a good move, though, because it's like, look, this is what it is.
Well, there was one kid, Darnell, from the Bronx, that I remember. He never been outside of New York City.
Yeah.
And he went to Maine, and the plethora of white women, he was astonished.
Oh, yeah.
And I swear to God, he looked at the assistant coach, and he went up, he was like, "Hey, coach," he goes, "What's up?" He goes, "All these white women actually this
here?
Is here?" And
are they staged? Is this not a...
Oh, yeah, they were definitely staged. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was Blue Chips 92.
Yeah.
90. Remember Blue Chips, the movie?
Oh, yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal
what's
and
the
Penny
other one?
Hardaway.
He Got Game. The recruiting
Oh,
trip.
yeah. It was definitely staged,
Yeah, man.
But we didn't get the good ones, though. We got no. It was rural area.
Or no.
Yeah, rural, very rural women. We got very rural women, not very metropolitan women, very rural. A lot of flannel.
Yeah, what's the difference between the two in your estimation? Between rural women and city girls?
Rural women, in my opinion, I think there's more eczema. I've noticed that they don't take care of their skin as much as metropolitan women.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have access to CVS. You know, not a lot of cocoa butter up in the rural areas.
The main trading post. They don't have a lot of apothecary.
Yeah. There's a lot of it's still a little different than rural women and city girls. You know that.
Yeah.
You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
So so you're in New York for how long? Just a weekend, just hanging out. Did you do any stand up?
Yeah, no stand up. Well, I wanted to go to the stand. There was some good shows at the stand.
Yeah.
Just didn't make it. It was cold, man. It was cold.
Yeah.
But I mainly went to support my friend. She's a DJ. She got a night in Queens, and so I went to go support her, and it was good. She plays dope ass music. Shout out to DJ 411, and I gotta ask her. I don't know if it's DJ 411 or DJ 411.
Might be 411.
I think it's 411. I probably should know her name. She's just my friend.
I think 411 is a band. Like a ska band, like Sublime.
I saw Sublime with Rome 5 years ago. Remember that group?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sublime? Yeah, I saw them. They were pretty grad. I couldn't believe I saw them. Why the fuck did I just say grad?
Oh, wait up. Hold on. Yeah, you know, they were pretty rad in their time. I would say that that's an accurate descriptor for Sublime in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, yeah, they were rocking. Yeah, you could definitely, there was definitely wear and tear for sure. They were like,
oh, yeah.
You could tell the road. They were the road. You could tell by the lines in their faces, like how much road.
They played a lot of beach themed.
I love their music.
But they played shows in places that did not have beaches.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
No. But their vibe was like kind of like what Beach Boy, more reggae.
I think there was an element. It's like they call it like ska mixed with like reggae.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was like there was like kind of a grimy element to it, a little grungy element to it.
Yeah. There was a really interesting group that I liked that opened for them, and they're pretty big now. And I know the tour manager. I don't know if he's the tour manager now, still with them, but they're called Dirty Heads.
Yes.
So in Dirty Heads, actually Dirty Heads, one of the band members, if I'm not mistaken, was it Sublime with Rome? No. One of the band members from Sublime with Rome was doing stand up, and he was on the show with me, and they all came to the show the night before that they played at the Pavilion in South Boston. It was a good night. I'll tell you a story about that. Anyways, long story. Boring.
You going to California?
Yeah, bro. I'm going back to Cali, baby. After many years, I'm going back to Cali.
When were you last out there?
Well, I say a few years before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
No. I lied. No, 2021. No, 2022. What the fuck?
I like California. I'm a big California fan.
Yeah, but you're not really Southern California-ish. You're more Bay Area, I feel like. Fresno,
Maybe.
San Francisco. I don't see you as LA. San Diego, maybe, but it's a little bit too chill for you. You can't sit and chill.
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I like the environment. I like the thought of I like the beaches. But yeah, no, I like the beaches to run by.
You're not a beach dude. You know what the type of dude you are? You're a river motherfucker, dude.
No,
you like rivers.
No.
You like rivers.
No, I like a pool with the view of a beach because it gives me the safety of being in the comfort of being at a pool when you can see the beach and go, oh my God, look at that! Look at how beautiful that is. And then my wife would go, do you want to go for a walk? Nope. Why?
Not on the sand.
I see it.
Not on
I
the
can
sand.
see it here.
You do walks on the sand?
Yeah.
First of all, the instant yes, I know you mean business.
Yeah. And it's not a dilly-dally either. It's a fucking
it's a
walk.
walk.
It's a walk.
It's a walk, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 2-miler.
You're fucking... Yeah, so you're definitely Santa Monica.
Yeah. I like Newport Beach. Like Laguna, Newport Beach area.
All right.
A little bit of money over there.
Huntington
nice homes. Beach. Yeah, I try to stay away from big touristy spots. I like to be embedded with the the uber wealthy, so to speak, where it's like, but I'm not part of them, so I'll stay in like a town adjacent. I'll stay at like the Ramada in like Laguna Beach.
I know who you are. You are the guy that would live in those areas or next to those areas specifically, have access to those areas, but live in a cheaper area just outside, but come into those areas specifically to make fun of the people who live in those areas.
But and subsequently benefit from the grocery stores, the cultural, all of the things that that place has to offer. But I'm not living in Bel Air. I'm not living in that part or anything like that. I'm like living in.
You know who you are? You're the Lebanese Keanu Reeves.
I'll take that. Keanu's great. Everyone loves Keanu Reeves. He's a nice guy.
You're the Lebanese Keanu Reeves.
Keeps to himself, but he does have fun. He's a man of the people. When he's out and someone sees him,
he's nice.
He's friendly.
But short, kind of.
Intentional. We don't need to be out here for 20 minutes. Right. You want a picture? Fine.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I think, yes. You are the Lebanese Keanu Reeves.
I like that.
Yeah. All you need is like a motorcycle. Like a little motorcycle, not too big, like 600, 700 cc's, black,
like a motorcycle, not a sports bike.
No, little old fashioned. It's got some history, got some character
vintage.
To it. Vintage, yep.
Yeah,
maybe like a Triumph.
Wow.
Like a Triumph, but the New Year model.
Yeah, like a scrambler bike.
But it's a New Year model that tries to replicate a vintage old style.
An homage.
Yeah, because the VIN number has to match. So the Carfax has to be fine.
It's clean.
It's clean.
Yeah. I think you know me well enough to be like, I'd like to buy like a very old used one and fix it up, but I'm going straight to the dealership.
Yeah, if you see any indicator on a Carfax, you're not buying it.
Done.
Yeah, you don't have that patience.
No. That's my California dream.
Yeah. And I want to be. You ever seen the series Californication?
I've heard of it now, but I haven't watched it.
Oh my God. I want to be him so bad.
So
it's a series, right? It's over now. It used to be a series, a TV show. It was on Showtime, if I'm not mistaken, or HBO, by David Duchovny, the X-Files dude.
Yeah.
So it's basically like a story about him being a writer, like a very good writer, but he fell off he kind of just went off the deep end. But he had success previously, and then he just had a writer's block. He made a lot of money off of like a previous script or whatever, and then he's just trying to find himself back again. But he's a sex addict.
Okay, so that's you, or that's what you want.
That's what I want.
You want, okay.
That's what I want. Yes, I want all that.
I see you.
But he finds himself through the sexual experiences that he has with all these different types of women. So he grows to like understand who he is.
Yep.
That's a great way to know yourself.
Yep.
Men, if you don't know yourself, just have sex. You'll know who you are at some point, because she'll tell you. She'll tell you if you're good. She'll tell you if you're bad. She'll tell you what you need to work on.
See, I can see you. So I would go to like the Pacific Palisades, which is just outside of Malibu.
Are you going back to where you're going to live now?
Yeah, and then I'm getting to you.
Okay.
I'm getting to you.
Because I want to see.
No. I'm getting
talking
to you.
about growing and having sex. You're like, I want to have
it's
house on the
all
Pacific
about
Palisades.
geography for me. It's all about location and status, 100%. I could see you in Venice.
Yeah. Oh.
I could see you in
for sure.
A very like heavy, like cultural. There's fucking street art. There's fucking Laker parade. Like there's all 15 different things going on at once. But then there's also a little bit of an air of we don't know what's going to happen. I've heard people describe Venice in that way of like fun during the day. At night, you're like, who knows what's going to pop off. And I think you like that action.
I want to live in an area that's a nice area, diverse, but also after 9, 10 o'clock p.m., really, really rich people won't come into that area.
See, okay. Yeah.
You understand? Like they only come in up until a certain point, and then they know that because they've been two muggings in like the week, they don't come at all.
Yeah.
Like after like 9, 10 o'clock p.m.
Yeah.
Because I want to be around like people that's like, you know, too many rich. I'm good.
Rich people are not great. No.
But Venice is like, you know, there's a lot of wealthy people in Venice, you know. They've
There's
probably
really
been grandfathered in since like, because Venice has always been awesome, right? Like
Yeah.
it's always been like the place to go. I would love to live in Venice, like 3 blocks or 2 blocks from the beach, you know, studio apartment. Mm-hmm. Yes.
You can pop into the city. You can pop into LA like very easily.
Yeah. It's got to have a lot of plants in my entryway.
Yeah.
A lot of different plants.
Yeah.
In my entryway. My studio apartment's got to be ground level.
Mm-hmm.
Gate. First door on the left.
I don't see you necessarily as a beachfront guy, but I see you as a sliding door and you can see the beach.
Yes.
There might be like a boardwalk. See, I see you as a boardwalk. Like
I'm boardwalk.
yeah.
I'm
you're
boardwalk.
interacting. You're inviting people in.
I'm a boardwalk.
Smoking on the boardwalk. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
People walking by my front door.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And I have one sign that just hangs. It's like a little,
Yep.
you know, like Eritrean, Habeshan, like little.
And just women on rollerblades coming by being like, oh my God, that's so cute. What is that? And you're like, come on in.
Yeah. I start doing, you know, bunna outside on the deck. Bunna. So, so basically what bunna is, it's a process where we make East African coffee. And it's a presentation, right? So if a lot of you guys don't know, I'm from Eritrea, you know, and we're called Habesha or Habeshan people, Ethiopia, Eritrea. Basically, we have a kind of a ritual where when people come over to our house, we give them tea or coffee, but we prepare it as such. Basically, we roast the beans on the stove, and then we shake it like
The sound is really important. That's not my soundboard. That's you.
It is me.
Okay. Just letting the listeners know.
So before we actually brew the coffee with the beans, right? We actually go around and we put it in front of your face so you smell it.
Wow, it's like an experience.
It's an experience. So we have to go to each person and we go like this. You go, shoo.
Yeah.
You have to go like this though.
Yeah.
You gotta breathe it in.
You've got to
Absorb it.
Yeah.
You gotta smell it. And my mom would go around to each person, every person, by the way.
Gets it.
You can't say no.
Why would you? See, that's very similar.
You can't say no.
See, certain African culture is very similar to Middle Eastern culture because it is very similar from what I hear people in Lebanon with like the tea and the coffee and it's served in these very ornate glasses and like silverware. It's just like really, really
good.
So I could see you doing that.
And then we put the jabana. The jabana is like the pot the holder for the coffee.
Yes.
But
Okay.
It's ceramic. It's old school. It's like thousands of years old. Like whatever. It just get passed down. It's made back home, and then we put the coffee. We brew the coffee on the stove. We take the actual coffee. We put it in the jabana, and then we put the jabana on a little kind of plate tray with little teacups, and then we pour the jabana with the coffee into the teacups, and then we serve the coffee pretty much like with this amount of coffee in it because it's that strong.
Because that's what you So that's what you need. And now, is it one sip and gone, like an espresso?
No. This is an experience. No. We sip.
It's a low sip. Yeah,
it's a low sip. Yep. It's so strong you actually have to sip it, and then we do a couple more servings after that. So you're actually pretty much drinking a whole cup of coffee, but in compartmentalized. It's broken up into like 3-4 stages. Yeah, so it's a whole fucking thing. It's a
whole thing. How 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Oh God, no! Are you fucking kidding me? 4 hours. We talk a lot as African people.
Yeah.
We talk like the amount of talking that we like. This is why I could talk with my hands. This is why I grew up in a culture we just fucking talk about everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is. Politics, Who's getting married, who should get married, who should get divorced. All this
Love that.
All
That's why they call it spilling the tea.
gossip.
Yeah, the gossip.
Oh, we are fucking the
Now, in Eritrean culture, are there little snacks
Oh yeah,
to enjoy the tea with?
popcorn.
Really?
Popcorn. We serve popcorn with the bunna. Popcorn's big. We serve like sweets, like a pound cake, something like that.
Wow.
Popcorn's huge. We always do popcorn. Mix raisins with the popcorn.
Wow.
Raisin with popcorn.
Whoa, okay.
No,
I did not
like
know that.
caramel. Regular popcorn.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just raisins.
Salt and pepper or anything like salt?
A little salt.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, but not much. Yep.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, and we just we have this actually like little we have actual little there's a word for it, grains. Certain grains we eat, like kind of like edible grains.
Yeah.
Obviously, well, more grains are edible, but grains.
No, they're more
popcorn,
digestible.
Digestible, palatable.
Now, see, I see you doing this.
What? Oh, the presentation.
With one of those like kind of threaded sweatshirts, shorts, board shorts. That's the vibe I could see you, but coordinated. And then I see you having, people just like literally sitting out on your deck, like causing a scene in traffic on the boardwalk to get this fucking coffee.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to sound like, but men, we don't.
You don't prepare it.
We don't prepare it.
I didn't want to say that either. I would.
In our culture, like
because I access both, but yeah, it's
like
not.
in our culture, like how should I say this? And I'm gonna say this like
well
respectively
yeah.
to everything because we're moving forward with
we're an
things.
evolved version of our cultures.
Where I'm from, generally, the women do what they're told.
Okay, see, there wasn't. See, you could have very easily said because it's very common in Middle Eastern cultures.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, women should do what they're told. 100%.
No,
it's
like men don't like.
Women take a more proactive
traditionally don't serve. It's like it's a dude. I try to help. There was times where I like specifically remember asking my mom trying to help her to cook in the kitchen. Help her like cook. Mm-hmm. Hey mom, can I cut up some carrots? Let me cut up some onions. Shit that like fucking an idiot 13-year-old, 14-year-old boy can do.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
She would literally take my hand and slap it and say, get the fuck out of the kitchen.
Yeah, no, can't do it.
So reverse feminist, that's women telling me, I'm not supposed to be in the kitchen. How about that?
Well,
I was trying to help the cause.
There's a lot of things in play there.
What do you
I don't think people need to be going around critiquing other people's cultures.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like my wife likes doing that stuff, but I also do it, so I think it's a good back and forth.
Oh yeah.
But like I think there's something about like just like that feminine that feminine energy coming out with like tea and little snackies and things like that. As I say snackies and talk about feminine energy. Well, that's fun.
Bunna.
Love that.
I got to take it. We got a plan to go. I think you would enjoy it, and the food's great. And I would, but yeah, definitely I would live in like something like very, very simple. I'll be honest with you, man. I probably would if I ever made a lot of money, at some point. I think I would like small. I like to live small. I don't want to live like I don't want to have like a fucking 7-bedroom mansion house, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I just like 5 or 6 max.
Yeah,
secluded.
It's secluded for sure.
Gate.
I'm at 3 or 4 max. 2.5 baths.
Yeah. Make them fight for it.
Make them fight for it.
Yeah.
The guests make them fight for it.
You're wealthy when you have more bathrooms than bedrooms. What? That's a rich person flex.
That is a flex because I hear a lot of realtors that will say, yeah, this is a 5-bedroom, 8 baths. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why is there more bathrooms than fucking
So
bedrooms?
I think the reason that is because when you entertain people, they don't have access to the bed. Like you're not going to the bathroom in like the bedroom bathrooms that I have. Like there's two
actual
bathrooms,
right.
2 half baths out in the kitchen, like one by the kitchen, probably one by the living room. You know, the guests can use those.
Oh.
I think that's the thought process.
I remember a time where I had a babysitter. Her name was Phyllis. She had blonde hair, blue eyes. She was from Lynn.
Let's go. What did she do? Get it, Phyllis.
Phyllis was so fine, right? And I was a little black baby. I was like 8-year-old black baby. You know, like I'd never seen a blonde woman like that before.
Sure.
Because I came from I'm just like, wow. I was like 8 looking at this grown like fine woman, blonde hair, blue eyes, and she would actually like come to my house. My mom would hire her to babysit us because my mom would have to work at times, and she would take a shower at my place.
I know where this is going.
And she asked me one day, like, she forgot the towel in the bedroom. So she's like, Abel, do you mind getting me the towel? She was probably like 17.
Oh, wow. Okay.
16. She was like in high school, you know? I mean, I think that was my first introduction to white women. Because when she came out of the towel, like she got out and I was like, oh shit, I've never seen that before.
She got out of the shower?
She got out the shower and was like, thank you.
Sometimes people just assume that like little kids don't understand shit. You clearly understood what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, I
you
was
were
like,
seeing.
wow, I've never seen, I was like, wow, and I liked it. Which is actually the opposite of when I happened to see like my mom in the shower, that was like, it wasn't the same experience.
I think a lot of kids have that experience when they see that, like, and it kind of scars them for a little bit.
No, I forgot about it really quickly.
Did you?
I had to.
Oh man,
Like I wanted to. Like I figured, like, you know.
Yeah, it's
like, but now I don't know like when my mom, like it just
yeah, because you got to wipe the main drive. You can't fucking carry that around for long.
Oh yeah, there wasn't a lot of RAM memory in that fucking bank. It was like, sorry, Alt Delete. Let's go.
No.
Shift Alt Delete.
My mom is a wonderful Italian woman. She's a very beautiful woman. But I was talking to my wife about this because we have a friend who.
Oh boy.
We have a couple friends who kind of like married their moms. And it's common. A lot of people say that. A lot of people say like,
What do you mean they married?
Married a woman very like similar to their mom.
Similar to their mom.
Yeah, like married their mom, you say.
That's normal. Right?
Yeah, well, for me,
Or-
not so much. That's the kind of what I'm getting at is like I married someone who's completely opposite of my mother. I just never understood from a looks perspective that. I was just like, I like blonde, blue eyes.
Yeah,
I found that very attractive because I was around dark hair. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're like into like the Scandinavian look,
Yeah.
like the blonde
Russian. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like kind of very European, Anglo-Saxon.
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
For women. You know, that's kind of,
But it changes for
as
men.
you know, for men, I prefer a little, a little darker.
A little darker.
Yeah.
A little darker melanin.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Most women do.
No, but it's common. It's common for. Are you attracted to like women that not remind you of your mother, but there's that like inherent, what do they call it? Subconscious. If your mom was really quiet, you're attracted to quiet women. You're attracted to women like your mother. Do you have that? Do you find that you're?
Nah, because like my mom, I think my mom thinks I'm gay. Like we don't, like I don't really, like I want, how should I say this? Like, let me be serious for a second. I was trying to make a joke, but women like my mom. No, I don't think I would want a woman to have my mom's heart.
Mm-hmm. That's
However,
actually very insightful. Go ahead.
yeah, I would want the type of woman I would want would be the heart. My mom has it. Like she gave her whole life to people. When I mean she gave her whole life, she put herself like not first.
Mm-hmm.
Kids first, family,
Job.
supporting people, sending money back home, taking care of my
Wow.
mom, taking care of us, hundreds of thousands of dollars they've lent out over the years. Like
Jesus.
just like family, 500 here, back home to Africa, 1,000 here, 600. I mean, it adds up, right? Over 30, 40 years,
for
right?
sure.
Like 200 here, 500 here, 1,000 here, 5,000 here, like whatever. Like,
Probably around 100 grand.
I would say, over.
Yeah.
I could tell you that. Oh, trust me, I know. I don't have a fucking inheritance because of it. Trust me, my dad reminds me every day.
Yeah.
Your fucking mother gives all the money to everyone. You have no fucking inheritance. Go ask her for money. Don't ask me. That's my dad.
You have a Boston accent?
I try to relate.
Yeah.
Try to relate. Yeah, they gave a lot of money to people, man. Yeah.
Is that like a cultural thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a cultural thing because they just never, they can never put into their minds to live better than the people that came before them that they like left behind.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So I think it was actually, instead of coming here to, this is my personal opinion, instead of coming over here to kind of like take advantage of all the economic advantages here, to, you know, buy multiple properties if you have the opportunity, get assets. You know, like some families, like a lot of other cultures, like Asian like cultures, they keep everyone in the household. They buy property. They do that. Italians too. Italians are great at that.
People, Jewish people, like
Irish,
all different
Jewish.
cultures.
Oh yeah, they always do that. You know, our culture didn't really care for that. We cared more about serving people, giving people what they needed. Like, you know, we didn't really care to like become millionaires, you know, or become like, you know, it was more of like what we had, we'll share it with you. And then everybody has something.
Yeah.
And that's where we come from, you know, like, so it was tough, man, because they would be like, yo, but I never saw, like, it was just something they just did, you know. My mom and dad, they built a house for my grandmother, like back home. They have a home, like
That's
in
wild.
Africa. Yeah. It's like, and so it's like, you know, but ask dad to co-sign on a fucking Honda Accord 2015, 2017 for me. Nope.
No.
Do it yourself,
No
kid.
dice.
Yeah.
Beacon Hill Studios will co-sign for you.
Jesus.
Tax fraud.
No, my dad's like, my dad, he's lent out hundreds of thousands of dollars in his lifetime. Like just a lot of money, like just over his life. And he just like, now he's about to retire actually this year. He gave me he told me he's retiring this year.
Whoa.
Big news. Daddy's retiring.
What does your dad do in retirement? What do you think?
Oh, he's going to not talk to me.
Is he going to enjoy it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so many people I talk to,
I
their
don't think
parents
so.
like
Because he's like
enjoy it.
miserable now.
Yeah.
So imagine
not
like
gonna
he's miserable
change.
now being busy.
Yeah.
So how do you know?
It's not going to change.
I don't think he's gonna have to. This is one of the things I told him. Like, you guys have to start finding like certain hobbies and start like finding things you enjoy. You know?
Yeah.
Because when you put so much people in front of you, you lose yourself, and then you don't know. Then it becomes too late. You know? Then it becomes like, do you want to really find yourself at 67, 60, at 70 years old? I want to know what the fuck I love way before that.
I think both, right? I think you want to be able
Combination
to.
of both.
I think you want to be able to enjoy and like learn new things. But I think if you're doing, you are like what you are now. Like how you do something is how you do everything. So if you're not happy when you're busy, you're not going to be happy when you have all the time in the world. It's just not how you're built. It's not your mindset. And you hear that with a lot of like people retiring, is that like, that's why some people just don't retire. Like I know so many people where they're like retired from their full-time job, but then they're like, oh no, but I bought like a restaurant or I bought like a coffee stand and I work at that now because it's low mental, you know.
My
whatever.
dad's not doing none of that. He's retiring. He's probably gonna rent out the 2-family home that he bought in 1991 that he has a lot of equity in that I don't have nothing to do with it. He'll probably rent it and move to Africa.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to convince him to move to Tampa. Like, I don't understand why he needs to go all, like, it's just, you know, it's a little.
I think if given the choice between Tampa and Africa, and you know how much I want to go to Africa,
I do.
but also you know how much I love Tampa and St. Pete. Yeah, that's a tough choice. I gotta go Tampa.
I gotta go Tampa.
Yeah.
I gotta go with the community pool. We don't have a community pool in Eritrea.
No.
No. There's no community
There's no
pool.
community pool, so actually maybe
No community pool.
I might.
There's no
actually,
Venice.
I might go to Africa then. Yeah.
No, Africa's. I mean, where I'm from is beautiful. I mean,
I'm
trust
just saying, like community pool. Now that I think about it, community pool.
Yeah, we have a lot of other things to worry about.
Drunks, like a lot of drunks in Tampa. I feel like a lot of big alcohol culture in Tampa. I feel like.
Oh, Tampa's wild.
Yeah, Tampa's wild.
Crazy strip clubs, I heard. A lot of crazy strip clubs, yeah.
Like Ybor City is, there's a lot going on in there.
So, yeah, no, I got to talk to my dad. See, well, I don't know. He's like, when I talk to my dad, he doesn't talk to me for advice. Like, I don't talk. It's like he's always making the decision and he just talks it out. So I never, like, he never takes my advice.
Yeah.
That's
common.
That's common, right?
Yeah. That's how my dad used to be. My stepdad used to be, where he's like.
But the thing is, he complains to me though.
Oh well, yeah. It's actually an abusive dynamic. It's not. I'm sure he doesn't. I would never say that to his face, but it is an abusive dynamic because you're meant to just be the emotional punching bag for him, where he unloads everything on you. But you don't have any say. Like a punching bag, it doesn't punch back.
Yeah, it seems like my yeah, you're right, Nicky. It seems like, yeah, you're right. It seems like it seems like none of my words have any real validity
to him.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's just like you said, so maybe a generational thing or like a father to a son thing, cultural, maybe all those things and mixed together. But it's like, dude, if you're asking me, like, he's like, talk to your mother. I was like, well, I'm talking to you first. Like, I don't know what to talk to her if I don't talk to you so I can talk to her.
Yeah.
So what is it that I need to know from you so I can go talk to her? He's like, well, I don't want to talk about it. Well, what the fuck? I can't help you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't understand. What am I going to talk to her? You want me to go tell her now that you don't want to talk about it? Is that what you want me to say?
It's a cultural thing, and it's an age thing.
It's a lot of things.
A lot of boomers don't have. Well, see, I think there's boomers, and then there's, like immigrant boomers.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Where like,
yeah.
because immigrant families is a different dynamic.
Oh yeah,
it's a different dynamic.
Oh yeah, it's a different dynamic.
You're carrying stuff over from
a lot of shit,
another country,
trauma
to here.
Here, yeah.
I mean, my family's all from the area. They're all from Boston. Like my first, the generation of people that are above me. I think maybe my grandparents came over, or like my great grandparents. But
yeah,
it's removed. It's not like you, where it's like it's right there. The things that they're upset about, maybe that happened in their home country, are being carried now here, and the like ripple effects. You still feel that.
Oh,
it's
for
like
sure.
Twice as strong.
They're never like removed from it.
No,
they've never been removed from it. You never do. Like, unless you just are just like a kind of like a psycho, not even a psychopath, but just like a tunnel vision.
Yeah.
I know where I came from. Don't want to go back. Boom. I'm like gonna just totally remove everything that I remembered from back in the days. My mom reminds me all the time where we come from. That's why I am the way I am.
Yeah.
When it comes to people, she tells me all the time, there's people poorer than you. Always appreciate what you have. She's like, she didn't say like, oh, there's people that we don't know, so be mindful people. Like, you know what I mean? She's like, no, I could call your cousin.
Mm-hmm. She's like, no, I have contacts in my phone that are poorer than you.
You could hear their cries.
Well, you hear it in their, you hear it in their voice.
When I call them when I go to the gas station and buy a calling card.
Yeah.
They're telling me to send them money because they can't eat.
Ugh. Yeah, so there's that.
So I look at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a little different, you know what I mean? On a lighter note.
So support the podcast.
Support the podcast, guys.
So Valentine's Day is around the corner.
Dude, are you a big Valentine's Day guy?
Yeah, I like Valentine's Day.
Do you go out? Do you do the dinner thing? Do you make efforts to do something on Valentine's? Or are you one of these people that are like, oh, here's Valentine's Day. I got to show how much I love my partner now. There's
not that tone to with us anymore. It's more like because I'm an active listener to my wife. I've become more of an active listener.
You better be.
And she's told me that she doesn't want these wasteful gifts.
Yeah.
She's like, but I do want a box of chocolates and a nice dinner. So boom, that's it. We do a box of chocolate. I'll send a nice card, a box of chocolates, and then we'll go out. We'll go to like a nice, nice restaurant.
Nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't do like the jewelry or this or that. We save that for like birthdays and,
Okay.
But
okay. I'm with that. I can get on board with that.
Yeah.
You make a serious attempt to actually spend time with each other. Go out, have a dinner, because you're probably going to have a dinner anyways out at a restaurant anyways. And then you share time with each other and you exchange pleasantries.
Yep.
Like
I like to do
like easy pleasantries.
A thought, a gift, and an event thing, like a thing. We go out and we spend time with each other.
I have a little different.
What do you do? Yeah.
I have a thought.
Okay.
We go out to eat.
Yeah.
And we go back and we fuck.
Okay. That's a gift. Maybe.
Could be. I don't know. For me,
depends
on how my action is.
Depends.
It may not be good for her.
It might not.
Maybe the last thing she might.
It's not returnable. You cannot return that gift.
I don't remember the last time I actually went on a Valentine's Day. I can't remember.
So many people make it a
thing. Going out for single. It's harder for single people, bro.
Yeah.
Single people and Valentine's Day. It's for couples. Is a lot more easier than for single people. Because now for me, it's like, okay, who do I even have any sense of feelings for to go out on this day to share like this? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I just feel like if you're not in a real serious relationship or leading into a serious relationship, you shouldn't go out on Valentine's Day. If you're a single person.
Why do it to yourself?
Right? Because I used to do it, bro. I used to be that guy. Oh, I need Valentine's Day. Oh, there's a girl that I'm talking to that I like. Fuck it. We'll just go out on Valentine's Day. But then as I'm getting older, I was like, oh, why would you do that? Like, you don't want to lead. You don't want to lead this person on, right? Like, what? Like you're just trying to, right?
You gotta see that it's like a marketing thing, and the whole thing is just like
it's dumb.
It's made for people to buy things and do all that shit. I'm kicking the camera again, and I just, man, like, don't get sucked into it. Just like, like do your thing. I think it's nice. I think it's nice to send something ahead of time. If you know someone and you appreciate them, you send them something ahead of time. Flowers, chocolates.
So I'm going to write that down. Send things ahead of time.
Yeah.
I never did that before.
Because if you send things you know what I do too? Another little trick. Yeah. I go to stay at someone's house, I love when you talk which is like less than a handful of people now at this age. I can't be staying at other people's homes, but I'll send flowers ahead of my arrival. Like I'm a prince. Like, the room needs to be this way when I get there, but this is more of a courtesy. So I'll send the host flowers so that when I get there, they're already in the vase with the card displayed on the countertop. Wow. Thank you so much for the flowers. This is as I come in. So the level of thoughtfulness, I think, is really what people appreciate. It's not like these big, expensive, like, things they're not going to care about in a year.
Right.
It's like, remember that time you came to visit and you fucking sent flowers ahead of time? It's like,
yeah,
beautiful.
I did.
Yeah, it was a really thoughtful gesture. Try something like that.
I'm a good giver though. I'm a good gift giver though. I like to give. I like to buy things for if I have money. Mm-hmm. I like to buy things for people. Buy certain things for people. I remember the first thing that I got a girl.
Ooh.
The first thing that I got a girl. Yep. I was in the 3rd grade.
Fragile age.
I went to Building 19 on the Linway.
Shout out to it.
You're familiar.
Oh, yeah.
1987, 88. I forced my mom to go to Building 19.
Uh-huh.
It was one of the biggest indoor flea market stores in the North Shore.
Huge. Still is.
Yeah, I don't think that, are they still there?
I don't know. But
it's a BJ's now.
Yeah.
It's a BJ's now. But back in the days, in like the 80s and the early 90s, this place was called Building 19, right? It was a huge like thrift store for like merchants and like whatever. I bought a ring, like a $10, $8, whatever. It was like one of these little rings.
Yeah.
To give to this woman, this girl. Her name was Amanda Coombs. And my mom was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like I was in the 3rd grade, like giving rings, and
Yeah, that's great.
The whole time she was calling me stupid. Like I'm buying a ring to give to this girl. I was like, why are you calling me stupid?
That's
My
great.
mom was ahead of her time. Like my mom was like so smart. She's like, you're just trying to show off. Like
You're trying to flex on
you're
this
trying
girl.
to flex.
Yeah.
I'll buy it because you're crying.
Yeah.
And you want to like. I'm literally crying. I'm like, Mom, she's gonna not like me. Like if I don't give her this ring.
Yeah.
Because I want to like up my gift with like all the fucking like all the other piece of shit like 3rd graders, right?
Yeah.
Because they all didn't like me, but I want to be like the best gift.
Yeah.
So I'm like, they all given like whatever cards or like little stupid little 3rd grade gifts.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm giving you a ring, $10 ring.
Yeah.
You know?
She like it?
No. She didn't.
She's out.
No, she didn't. She didn't like it at all.
She's out.
Yeah, and then I like started liking her best friend. Remember
So
this,
you
this
know-
the friend that went back in days on a few episodes about Wheaton,
Yeah.
and then Wheaton, she didn't like me either. And
Well, you know how to stir the pot in 3rd grade. You knew what you were getting.
oh yeah, I
yourself
was
into.
like, dude, I was stirring apart
Yeah.
like second, 3rd grade. I was that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was that guy. I never wanted to be like, I never wanted to follow people. Like I always wanted to do like shit.
Do your own
that was
thing, yeah.
different. Yeah. But which is weird because then I started like, did follow people later in my years, in my teenage years. And then I went back now in my older years. I'm like, I don't want to follow no one. Like I just want to do my thing.
Sure.
It's weird how you go back and forth.
Yeah.
Best gift you ever gave to a person, not including your wife.
Not including my wife.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
have to
tough.
exempt the wife out.
Oh, that's tough.
It's on the hot seat.
Pfft, easy. My best friend, he's a filmmaker, and one of his favorite films, I forget the name of it, but like something in Paris or Paris, Texas. Paris, Texas is the name of it. It's Wim Wenders directed it, wrote it. I think wrote and direct. And it's his favorite movie. It's like an art movie. I watched it. I was a little moved, and then I'm like, I can't watch this ever again. Like I just don't have the capacity to. It's just one of those types of movies. But it was good.
Okay.
Got him a signed script.
Oh, that's thoughtful.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a thoughtful
Got
bitch.
him a signed script from his favorite
those
movie
guys.
and favorite director.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just explain something to you.
Yeah.
Nikki knows. Now I know you. Now you're
Yeah.
okay.
I'm like a
Enough.
sponge.
I know.
So like when one of my other friends says he likes this like salt and straw ice cream, boom, heard it.
And you register it.
4 months later,
Boom.
guess what's on your doorstep?
Bang.
A variety pack from Salt and Straw.
Yep. You're good, man.
You know?
You're good. That's good.
That's what people remember. But fuck that ring though. Fuck her.
No. She
3rd grade, if someone gives you a like jewelry, but she might have felt a little uncomfortable.
Well, it was weird, dude. I
Yeah.
was fucking not even having,
Yeah,
I didn't even have hair on my dick. And I'm giving a girl a ring, like, you know? Which is
God,
ironic.
it's 3rd grade.
You know what's crazy? I repeated that same mistake too, when I was 19.
Well, that's the beginning of a pattern of
Oh yeah.
like
That's fucking
poorly planned mistakes. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, poorly planned efforts.
I bought a ring from Belden Jewelers on a Belden Jewelers credit card when I opened it when I was in college.
Oh yeah.
And I spent $900 on a ring, and I mailed it to this girl that I liked in Ohio.
Yeah.
That I met at the Eritrean Festival in Washington, D.C. in 1999. Her name was Lelu.
Man, I would have loved a T-shirt from that festival. Now that's a gift. If you try to get me
My
something.
boys, I mean, they literally was like, "What are you doing?"
You
But I
because
was
you said
kind of
mail.
balling though a little bit, like in the freshman year in college. Like I had a full time job. I was a manager at GNC. I was playing basketball. I had a full time. I was like fucking like, dude. I was making like, at the time, this was like 1999. I was working full time as a manager at GNC, helping my boy run his store. I was making like, dude, 800 every 2 weeks, like 900 every 2
I know.
weeks, something like that.
Yeah,
You know how much money that is for a college student?
that's a lot. I had a similar setup, but like I wasn't.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
I do have to say this. After talking about Valentine's Day and relationships and all these things, I came to this realization, man. I think I'm gonna try look for a boo schnickums this year. I think I'm gonna look for a boo, because honestly, bro, Hoes ain't.
Don't do it.
Hoes ain't it no more.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hoes ain't no more. Ain't no more. They're not it no more.
You sound like one of those hunters that sits in a stand like a perch trying to attract a bird, like making sounds.
Nah, dude, I just think like, yeah, it's like, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Yeah. Yeah, I think they just played out, I think, now.
Well, okay.
You know?
I think at a certain age, and I know you're using cultural terms here, but I think at a certain age, you have to remove yourself. You have to remove yourself from hoes.
It's hard.
I'm using quotes with my hands. You can't see this, but
Right, quote unquote.
yeah, I think that's probably an area that you could probably evolve into, is to be around, some nice women.
I'm talking about straight hoes, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Is you need to remove yourself from that circle.
You're right.
Unfollow the Facebook groups. Mute on Instagram.
Should it be like all of a sudden just like cold turkey?
Yes.
Or should I gradually just start limiting the hoes out?
No. I think you need to quit cold turkey. I think in some instances you need to send flowers. And others,
Like farewell?
yeah, it's maybe best to just not engage.
Okay.
And I think you need to set on a path of finding women that value your time.
Thank you.
Yes. But here's the other thing, Chase.
Oh, shit. I thought you were going to fucking let me go on that.
You need to value their time.
Well, what the fuck is this? Wait, hold.
They're not going to be making you tea and
guys.
coffee.
Cut to the Chase podcast, guys. Thank you for listening for this episode. No, we'll wrap this. I need to tell me.
Yeah, so we'll button this up.
Yeah, let me know.
No. Just be around people. I think people that respect your time. I think that's the first thing. Is like people that are excited to see you and they respect your time and they want more of it, but they're respectful. I think the difference between for me, like if a person is man or woman,
Right.
but for you a woman, or not a hoe, as you say, they just need to know how to go about asking for your time and respect, and vice versa. There's an exchange there that shows respect and shows
Right.
man, I want to be with this person. I'm excited to be with this person.
Right.
Versus the text at 1 a.m. asking if they're up. Something a little bit. I could see the wheels turning. Like you've already or will send that text tonight. You need to cut it off.
I gotta stop it.
As my mom says, you need to stop. You need to stop with the nonsense, as she says.
I've been thinking about it though.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it when is the time for Abel to actually give an effort to start something with somebody?
You need to, yeah.
In the first one that I actually make that effort for, is that like a practice run?
I think when you start to
I don't fucking know.
look, you want my advice? You're asking
I'm
because
just asking your opinion.
A couple episodes ago, I think actually a lot of episodes ago, we talked about who not to ask advice for.
Sure.
You're not going to ask someone who's single about marriage, getting married.
No, yeah, we did. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
you know what I mean?
Ask people who are
You're not going to ask someone who's broke how to make a lot of money. They clearly don't know how to.
right. I've been doing it the worst. Sorry.
I think you need to get yourself in a place where you can support and give time to someone. A lot of people aren't in that place, and it puts them in a fucked up situation, and it's like a cycle.
Okay. Thank you. So basically, guys, in conclusion, Nick has helped me to reinforce the idea to stay single forever, because I'm not fucking ready. And if you guys need a Valentine's Day partner for Valentine's Day, please DM at Chase Abel, ChaseAbel, TikTok at Chase Abel _comedian. If you need further correspondence with me, my website, www.chaseabel.com. Those are 3 areas that you can reach out to me for anything. And ladies, I mean anything. Please follow also Nicky Neighborhoods for all your relationship advice at Nicky Neighborhoods on Instagram. This podcast is brought to you by Beacon Street Studios. We are growing. We're building. We always appreciate you. Hopefully this was a fun episode for you. It definitely was for me. Hopefully it was for Nick. And we will be come back with another episode next week. Appreciate you guys always. We're out. Peace.